guys? It's the Fighters Replay, and today we are talking about UFC 313. Alex Poatan Pereira is back at it, defending the light heavyweight UFC championship against Magomed Ankalaev. This fight has been discussed for quite some time, so it's finally interesting to see it all play out. And this fight card is so stacked, guys. We're gonna cover the main card and mention a few prelims that we want you guys to stay tuned for.
We're going to start with the first fight. We got King Green versus Mauricio Ruffy from the Fighting Nerds. Very exciting fight. This is experience versus new blood. Old blood versus young blood. This is Unk versus YN. This is a very exciting fight. Sometimes when Bobby gets in that flow, man, it's really hard to stop that dude. We've seen, plenty of fights where we don't expect the best out of Bobby, then he'll come out and just shocks all of us, like that Grant Dawson fight. I didn't have him winning that, but he came out slept, bro. I thought Jim Miller would have probably been able to land one shot on Bobby, but no, Bobby dominated. This might be the case. It might not be the case. This is a this is a 50-50 fight, in my opinion. Mauricio Ruffy from the Fighting Nerds, those guys are really explosive. Their striking creativity is on another level. Seriously. These guys have been on such a hot roll since they've came into the UFC. Fuck. I'm so excited for this fight, man. It's going to be great.
I'm really excited to see how Bobby Green comes back. Coming off of a loss to Patty, that's got to be tough. It's not like he hasn't come off of a loss before, but...
And, not worse ones, too.
Exactly. And so, you can't really count a dude out, especially somebody who has been at a high level for such a long time and has just proven himself time and time and time again. I mean, what? The dude has, 50 professional fights. And professional MMA fights. That is... In MMA, it's rare that you see somebody with that amount of professional fights. Even when they retire, it's insane. And, Bobby Green has just continued to just get back up and get back on the horse and keep fucking going.
And performing at the highest level from time to time again.
And that type of grit is what's going to carry him in the longevity of his career and what's going to carry his name and his legacy. And, it's interesting that coming off of a loss... he would come and face a dude who's on a really hot streak, a young up-and-comer. Ruffy's coming off of 6 wins in a row, and I would think that the last person that I would want to face coming off of a loss would be a young up-and-comer who's blazed onto the scene and has a 6-fight win streak. But
it's not like
Bobby Green is that dude to take those types of fights. He's ready to he's ready to roll the dice, he's ready to go, and he's way more experienced than him and has been in that UFC octagon 2, if not 3 times as many times as Ruffy has, and he's going to carry that on his back, and I believe that that's what's going to make this fight so interesting.
And, much respect to Bobby, because, dude, he's always not afraid to fight these young, hungry, up-and-coming dudes. Remember when Raphael Fiziev coming into the UFC, he fought Bobby Green, exciting fight. I remember when he fought Dustin Poirier back in them days when Dustin Poirier was a fucking featherweight, man, he's always taking on. When he fought Grant Dawson too, another young hot prospect, and Grant Dawson was undefeated at the time too.
Yes.
Bobby's his only loss, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. I could be wrong.
Yes. You scared me when you got up. We got Amanda Lemos versus Lucindo. I feel like this one's getting really underplayed. Amanda Lemos, you already know, is ready to go in there and get the job done. She's got really heavy hands and is ready to come forward at you with everything that she's got. From the minute that the bell rings to the minute that the ref is pulling her off of her opponent, or to the minute that the very last bell rings. She is on go. But her opponent, Lucindo, very, very young contender. 23 years old, coming off of a 4-fight win streak. She's ready to go, and she's facing these really, really high-level contenders, these really, really high-level girls, and she's ready to prove herself and ready to get, and this is the path that she needs to be taking and facing these contenders to get to the championship belt, to get to a title contention fight, and she's taking those right steps. Amanda Lemos is coming off of the loss to Verna, which is a really experienced, high-level fighter. And it was a really good fight. So I believe that this is just going to be a really back-and-forth fight. I believe both of these girls really, really want to prove themselves with this win, and I believe they both really can. And who doesn't want to see two Brazilians just go head-to-head? Honestly, I would never want to miss... I wouldn't want to miss that, me personally. But I think it's going to be a great fight, and it's definitely going to show who is going to be within the top contention of the divisions moving forward.
I couldn't have said it any better myself. You know, Lucindo shows her skills every single time she fights, and I'm interested to see if she can elevate it just a top-notch higher on that day.
Yep.
And we'll see.
Yeah. And it's going to be tested, and it's going to be proven which way it goes. It's going to be really exciting.
This main card is, in my opinion, is a card filled with 50-50 fights. And another 50-50 fight on this card is Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Ignacio is insane. The dude he has absolutely performed at an insane level in the UFC so far. He's coming off a highlight KO at the Sphere. Dude, he had that spinning wheel kick against Roosevelt Roberts. And dude, that damn near knockout of the year. He's always done some like super explosive, crazy shit, almost like fucking Esteban Ribovic when he busted out into the scene. But dude, Jalen Turner is a dude who's like tough as shit, who's got power in his hands, can make the fight dirty.
Very long in his reach and knows how to use his distance and his striking.
Neither one of these guys, I doubt, is going to be looking for the takedown in this fight. Yeah. So I feel like this is going to be a fucking striker's delight. I think, you know, this could go to decision. Somebody could go down, but it's another 50-50 fight, man. And I can't tell you who I would be leaning towards. And all I know is that it's going to be a good fucking fight.
I think, honestly, the best fight of the night might be the co-main event, though, with Justin Gaethje and Rafael Fiziev, the rematch. This fight was originally supposed to be Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker, and we were so hyped for that matchup. So hyped for that matchup. But sadly, Dan Hooker got injured in fight camp, and it was in discussion of who would take Dan Hooker's place against Justin Gaethje, and I feel like they made a great decision with Rafael Fiziev. Rafael Fiziev is coming off of 2 losses, one of which is from Justin Gaethje. So given this is a rematch last minute, he's going to come in there with a lot of vengeance, and he's going to want to get his lick back, for sure. Justin Gaethje is just coming off of a brutal loss. I mean, knockout of the year versus Max Holloway. He's taken his time. He's had about a year to recover and take his time easing back into the game. You know, you got to think that coming off of a knockout like that, getting knocked out like that, you're gonna be very cautious in your next fight because you don't want that to happen again.
I'm sorry.
But Justin Gaethje isn't that type of guy. Justin Gaethje is gonna come back and he is going to go on full blast, pedal to the metal. He is going to be there from, like I said earlier, the minute that first bell starts, he's gonna be in his face, ready to go in the center of the octagon. I wouldn't be surprised if Justin Gaethje pointed down in the center of the octagon and pulled a Max Holloway right there. That dude loves to stand in the pocket and just trade. And especially in a rematch against a dude he already has a win against, it's going to be a real confidence booster for him to get that win again against somebody that he didn't technically have a full camp to prepare for. And just overall get back into contention. Get back into the top rankings. But, you know, this is also a great point for Fiziev to turn things around and to also prove himself.
Big opportunity.
So, it's going to be really exciting. I'm really happy that they ended up with this matchup. I believe it benefits both of them perfectly, and I believe it's going to be a really, really great fight. I wish it was 5 rounds. Really kind of upset that they moved it down to 3 rounds, but it makes sense considering it's last minute.
Yeah.
It's last second. One guy that is not unfamiliar to coming in 2 weeks and taking the card by storm is the main event, star of the night, star of the UFC, star of MMA. We have Alex Poatan Pereira back at it again against Magomed Ankalaev. Like I said in the beginning, this fight has been talked about for quite some time. People have been saying that this matchup needs to be made for so long, and now we're finally going to see what happens. If I'm going to be honest, I think Alex's striking is far more threatening than whatever grappling or striking game that Magomed presents. And that's my personal opinion. Now, could I be proven wrong? Yes, absolutely. Magomed technically has more of a wrestling and grappling experience, and he has proven that he can do that more times in the octagon than what Alex Pereira has. But of the grappling exchanges that we've seen from Alex Pereira, which is slim to none, it's not like he's dying. It's not like he's defenseless. He's fairly good at getting back up to his feet and being able to fight back to a dominant position.
Especially against the cage.
Especially against the cage. And, especially to a clinch position. And I believe that, honestly, this isn't going to stop the Poatan streak. He's on a 5-fight win streak. 4 of the last ones coming by TKO. I don't see this one ending in any different way. I think Alex is just so hot right now, and it's going to be really hard to stop him. I don't see Magomed doing it, but I would love to be proven wrong. I love to be proven wrong in this sport, guys. I really do. Prove me wrong. Come in there and prove me wrong. But do I think it's going to happen? No, not at all. Not at all.
Alex, dude, it's just like you said, the dude's been hot. Magomed, this is going to be his opportunity. This is going to be his chance to show the world that he's a mixed martial artist. Or he could go in there, have an ego, try to stand and bang with him, and get KO'd. But truthfully, like you said, I don't see Alex losing this fight. I think he's definitely going to win. But, we could always be wrong. It's MMA. That's the true beauty in it,
Yeah. Regardless, it's a Alex Pereira fight. It's gonna deliver in the way that we all need and want it to deliver. Justin Gaethje's on this card. I mean, come on now. The amount of names on this card is insane. On the main card is stacked, but the prelims are also stacked.
Oh my god, dude. The prelims have got some fucking killers on it, dude.
Starting off the card, we got Joshua Van versus an undefeated 10-0 prospect in Ray Tatsura. And that is going to be just... When is a Joshua Van fight ever boring? Let's be honest.
It's going to be... fight was awesome.
It's going to be really close. It's going to be really close and really exciting. We got Bruno Ferreira coming back versus Armen Petrosyan. That's going to be a really exciting fight.
Violence.
You
want
very
violence?
Violent
Watch Bruno.
You're
going to see some fucking violence.
Very violent. We have the tough season winner. I forget what season number it was, but it was the most recent one. Marian Santos versus Francis Marshall. I think that's going to be entertaining. I think both those fighters are entertaining and both want to prove themselves in the UFC. I think that's an exciting fight. And then for the last one, I'm just going to throw it out there. Stick with me, y'all. Just hear me out here. Alex Morono versus Carlos Leal. Now, listen, the reason why I'm excited about this fight is because I believe both have a lot to prove within this fight. Carlos Leal, he is coming off of his UFC debut, which was a last-minute fight up against Rinat Fakhretdinov, and he actually did fairly well. He put Rinat in a lot of tough situations, he just took everything that Rinat was throwing at him, and he was countering, and he was defending, and he really put on an amazing show for what you could imagine for a last-minute UFC debut. And so this is going to be a full fight camp. He's going to be able to really, prepare for this properly. So I'm excited to see that. And then on the other side, we have Alex Morono, which is coming off of 2 losses. He's kind of got his back up against the wall. It's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to pull off something crazy and get a win and put himself right back into the win column. But either way, the prelims are really exciting. They got a whole bunch of other fights on this card. We got Curtis Blades making an appearance on the card. Just so many other fights that I can't even think of right now. But basically, it's going to be an amazing card. You guys have to watch it. If you guys have any opinions on anything in this card, let us know in the comments below. Are we being delusional? Are we completely correct? Do you think that we are the MMA prophecies and we know everything that's going to happen? Or do you think we don't know anything?
Go subscribe. Like, comment, go subscribe.
Y'all heard the man. Like, comment, go subscribe. Go show some love. Yeah.
Go send a like.
Go do y'all's
send
thing.
Send a like today. It take 3 seconds out of your day. Subscribe today. Help us get paid, get monetized. Like, yay.
Hey. Okay, we dropping bars.
Subscribe.
Yeah, we dropping bars. Y'all gotta pay for that shit. With your subscription. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
You can't break me, I got iron bones. My ground game will leave your mind blown. I'm ready to fight in any time zone. I'm the greatest, you can call me John Jones. Knocking clowns out like I'm Stipe. We can even fight on the freeway. I'ma leave him bloody right where he lay. This is the fighter's replay.